Part of this. 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 Part of this.
Bruh.
Part of this. Part of this. Part of this.
Bruh.
Part of this. 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 Part of this.
I can give you the power to create again. I can make you somebody.
Hey traders, welcome to episode 666. You could be doing anything, but you're here, and of course, very grateful. It's a Sunday, man, and everyone is just so ecstatic about it being episode 666. I don't understand why. I mean, it's like inverse Jesus, man. All right. So what we'll do to start the show is, on this one anyway, I'm gonna keep the holy beams up to ward off Satan and his minions, man. But start off some Jesus chants, man. Let the power of Jesus, man, protect us on this stream today, okay?
Bruh.
All right, so anyway, Bitcoin, it was doing the consolidation, right? Where it just like was so obvious. Oh man, absorbing consolidation after an impulse down. You'd think lower prices, but the thing is, man, like you did sell off and it was like a higher low. It's like, or the same low, it's slightly higher, but that's it, man. Like what in the world? Rejection wick to the downside again? And now, like, I'm not saying it's clear, concise 4-hour bullish divergence, because like you always want to see those, right? The histogram island, then, the opposite, then another island, right? Like this. We're not getting that, but still, you're making a low, you're rallying, and then you're selling off again, and it's a slightly higher low. And it could just be, maybe you're forming an even larger flag or something. But look, it's right. And then, and that by itself isn't that great, right? Like, that's not even like, okay, is it impending price action reversal to the upside or continuation to the upside?
Trapped in purgatory, a lifeless object, alive awaiting reprisal. Death will be their acquiescence. The sky is turning red, return to power draws near. Fall into me, the sky is crimson tears. Abolish the rules made of stone. Rain blood, rock on gesture.
What? Satan slice? Simple Satan slice, man? I'm not even sure, man. Was that a biblical verse or something, dude? Okay. Chat, y'all got anything to say to that? Any response? Because I don't know what to say. No idea what to say. Someone give me a response. So, I was saying, like, maybe that's there, right? It might very well might not be. It's not that clear, okay? But the 60-minute is kind of interesting, where it's like, yeah, you kind of like fell out like that channel we had. But look, really, really clear, concise, potential Class B bullish divergence, where you're like at a low, same low, and you got much lower levels of negative momentum, higher levels relative strength. That's it, man. Like, that's real. Like, you're showing 60-minute bullish divergence on both oscillators. Let it be known. That's happening right now. So that just means impending price action reversal to the upside. It does not signify price action continuation to the downside. That's not what it means. Okay, so I'm just telling you what the chart's telling us on a less significant time scale, because the 4 hours is just not giving us enough right now. Okay. Clearly, you're still in that range, the $1,500 range between $9,500 and $11K, and you're near the top of it. But yes, lots of downside potential, right? And there was always that idea that XABCD 886 is back at the bottom of the range, which would be a long entry. But again, how do you get to those prices with this going on? How do you get to lower prices when this is happening? And it could be happening on the 4 hour too. All right. Title of the stream is the weekly candle close, right? Bitcoin's coming, man. It's coming in less than 2 hours now. And we can just take a look. Here it is. Here's your weekly bullish engulfing candle happening. You'd have to close below 10,145 for it to not be a bullish engulfing candle, but just as well, it could just be indecision, right? I mean, think about how many engulfing candles we had. Look, it was a bullish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle, bullish engulfing candle, bearish engulfing candle, now bullish engulfing candle, right? And there was nothing that happened afterwards besides you stayed within the parameters of 9,600 and 12,100, right? You were just locked in this range between these two. Sorry, that's probably on the daily. Let me move that down. So weekly range bound 11.6, sorry. You had wicks above it, but no candle closes above this critical area. You break that on the weekly and close above it. Follow through price action has to be good. Man, breaking that, we never did it, and if we did, it could be a much higher run to the upside. But that hasn't happened, man, and we really haven't broken below 9,600, so we're just kind of locked in a range, and that's okay. But there's that thought that could be a descending triangle, right? It could be, I think it's symmetrical, but other people, whatever. Which one was? Oh, it's Tether. It's just showing on Binance. All right. Yeah, weekly engulfing. Yeah, so far, all we did was run up, reject higher prices, and now we're selling off, kind of going sideways now, right? Ran up, kind of rounding out a little bit, just a little bit. And could never break this 11K area, right? And that was the top of the range, right? The 60-minute range, okay? Oh, 10,420.
Is that a join?
Nice. Excuse me, I'm like coughing, man. Holy crap, did you know this? That there's now sports betting available at select Buffalo Wild Wings restaurants? You can like bet inside the restaurant. Call up yours to find out, man. Wow. Yeah, everyone's getting on sports betting. Speaking of sports betting, mother of God, dude, yesterday was the Midas touch day. Adam Peabody, you in here, man? You owe me $10, dude. I told you, LSU Connect. All right. Wow, what a good day. I even took the money line on Hawaii. Like $20 bet. It was like nothing because it was like so late and I didn't care. I was just like, meh. There's still college football on. The game didn't end till like 3 a.m. my time, but they ended up pulling it out barely at the end. Jeez, they were down 21-7, I think, at one point. But hey, what does that mean on Bitcoin, right? Is that potential double bottom stuff? I mean, like, that's exactly what you look for on double bottoms. And we're going to look at a couple today. I was scanning the charts, not crypto. I mean, like, we've scanned crypto, and it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, I scan stocks, too. So, we'll look at those, and there's a lot of opportunity on the stock market right now. Yeah, Johnny boy. Ebola. Random. I don't get it. But, yeah, man, just think about Bitcoin, in this pattern of consolidation that's been going on since the buying climax, June 26th. All right, it's now September 8th. All right, man, you're like 80% of the way through the maturation of this pattern, right? I mean, this is where, Bulkowski talks about between 50% and 75%. You're like beyond that threshold. So when look, it's going to happen. We will be getting at some point, within the next month, a breakout of this, certainly to the upside or downside. And it's going to be a big move. It will be a huge move. All right. Volatility has been pretty lacking on this market for months now. And that volatility will come back. It always does. Just when you think, oh, it's all over, it comes back. All right. Ooh, nice, Brent, man. Congrats. Sorry to hear about your quarterback, though, man. Talk to USC. Holy crap. USC lost their quarterback last week. And this true freshman comes in last night, destroys Stanford 45-20, but goes 28 of 33 for 377 yards. I'm talking a freshman, dude. Unreal. Like, beautiful performance. Watch that game. It was amazing. All right. Anyway. Can you trade Bitcoin on Buffalo Wild Wings? Not yet. Jamatra. Soon, though. Maybe. We'll talk soon. Okay.
Bruh.
You can buy Burger King in Germany with Bitcoin? No, you can't, Wayne. Source or it didn't happen. All right. Who even wants to buy Burger King in Germany, dude? Whew. So, I don't know, man. Yeah, we can look at the other assets, the bigger cryptos or whatever. But again, it's like, I'm not saying that's very good looking divergence at all, but it technically kind of is. You see a discernible peak, it's sold off, and what's so pathetic, man. It's just like, what's it doing? Right? And again, I was just saying earlier, people can make the argument it's like 1 and 2 now, and then 3, and it's still bear flag, which I agree, it still very well could be. I mean, it's not threatening the previous high at all. And the idea was, remember, XA, B, C, D. That'd be a good entry for a long at 9,500.
Rock on gesture.
Bruh.
Rock on gesture. Your kanji jellyfish somehow have hands. You did that with your tentacle. You mean rock on jellyfish or nematocyte tentacle gesture, right? I think they got that one wrong. Thank you, dude, for the 6s. Jamadra, all around us, man. Oh yeah, is it raining the Seahawks game? We have never had more than 2 red candles in a row on the monthly. 20K. Here we go. I don't know about that, Harley Kangs, man. I don't know about that, dude. All right. But hey, I mean, like, wherever the break's going to be, it's going to be huge. It's going to be, we're going down to the 50%, 618 on the downside, or we're running up to test 52-week highs once this pattern's done. All right. And it's just crazy that it's not done yet, right? It's still waiting. So still somehow, some way, even right here, making higher lows than the previous lows. Yes. Yes. I mean, think about the measured move. It's very large measured move. If you're just talking about simple ups or downs, right? I would say I'd start it there. I mean, yeah, you could start it here, I guess, but I don't know about that. The pivot, the rally, I think it's like from the high to low. That's where the contraction really started. I mean, that's a, geez, man, that's a $4,240 measured move. Is it even believable? Measurement of the upside, 15,000. Measurement of the downside. You ready for it, man? Takes you down to the freaking 786 deep retrace. 5,471. 5,500 or so. Right on the dot. That's the way one could easily measure the breakout of this neutral pattern, where it could go. All right. Not playing favorites with the Bears or the Bulls. Okay. Very good. So we are in outer space right now somehow, right? If the stars in the background are bothering you, just let me know. If it's overwhelming, that it's too much, I can easily just turn it off, man. Okay. I just did it because it looks cool to me. But again, I understand it could be a distraction to you, the viewer. So just let me know. Okay. Ethereum. Looking good today. I mean, yeah. I mean, yesterday it looked good. It's not really doing anything today. It's holding, right? It's holding after it rallied, after the break to the upside. Sorry, that's like... Oh, yeah. I mean, maybe that's the daily, but like, look, man, it's like you made a low, you made the same low, like Bitcoin's doing right now, and made like, you know, higher levels of relative strength. All right, so yeah, you just hit that support, and that's what you're looking for, man. You're looking for critical supports with divergence, man. All right, that's like exhaustion. It's like, oh, the sellers can't. That's what they're doing. They're that tired after hitting the same support, right? Double bottoms, what we look for. And it's right at that neckline of the potential double bottom. It'd be an even atom, pretty much, potential double bottom. It breaks that. It could have a nice rally to the upside. I mean, you know how it is, man. Just measuring from that pinnacle, the peak, right? I mean, that's a, what was that, $20 measure move or something? Yeah. No, sorry, 1720 measure move. $200 would be the measure move if you could ever break that resistance. But, you know, what's been happening is the market cap, Bitcoin's market cap has been diminishing continuously the past couple days now. And I don't know, I know people have been talking about that amount of money, that $74,000 of crypto or Bitcoin that was moved to Bitcoin from wallets or something to exchanges. You know, people were thinking big move coming to the upside downside, but I had the theory, and I talked to Logan about it. He thought it was a decent idea. It's like, what if that money is going into altcoins, right? It's like, right? Maybe that's why these alts move to the upside so much, right? And maybe that's why the Bitcoin dominance has fallen to 72.31 when it was at one time, you know, nearly 74%. All right. So, but you know, it's not much. Like collectively, this dominance is still extremely high. All right. $1 billion. Yeah, but I think it was like 74,000 Bitcoin or something, right? I can't remember exactly. It was a freaking lot. All right, that's all we know. Why go to moon when you can go to Mars? Because when you go to the moon, normally you're overbought and you need to reset your oscillators. You need to refuel so you can then run again. That's why. If you want a sustainable run to Mars, that is why we stop at moon first. Okay? That is why pullbacks happen, man. Oh, 90 on the RSI in the 60 minutes? That can't last too long. Or eventually you pull back and start consolidating. Hello? 95,000 coins. That's it. 95, not 74. My bad. I don't even know. Can't remember. Yeah. 94. Yes. It was a big number. Look, Super King. Look, hey, here's Super King. I posted it in Discord earlier. Gonna post it again, man. All right, so this is an XRP fan. When you tell them XRP may not be a good investment. Okay, this is them. This is an XRP fan. All right.
Oh, Jack wants some more. His teammates trying to calm him down at this point and just hold him back.
26, unsportsmanlike conduct number 11 on the defense.
XRP may not be a good investment, man. Hold on.
Mahomes is out of the tent.
XRP has an almost unlimited supply, bro.
His ankle.
What say you?
11 on the offense. All those fouls offset. Replay third
What say
down.
you, dudes?
And Jack does not want to leave.
I can't believe you said that.
But the big loss is obviously Miles Jack.
Okay. Anyway. So anyway, yeah, maybe Ethereum, if it can break this. Again, 182. The target's 200. The target, if it breaks this, is $200. All right? Litecoin still very much in a downtrend, could be double bottoming too, right? It's not the same low, it's a higher low, so it's just bullish convergence on the oscillator. So it's fine. Getting really close, right? Getting really close to the geometrical resistance of this big downtrend we've been in since late June. We peaked out 52-week highs June 22nd. And so again, holding this support that is majorly important, because you break that, it's trend's over, man. It's definitely bearish. And now it's been breaking the minor supports, but this is a more major one, like the only one that you can really see on the daily. These aren't really visible on the daily, so major here. So if it can hold this, then eventually break to the upside, you're gonna have to, eventually break 80 bucks. There's gonna be resistance at 90. $100 is the big one. That's the huge one. All right, so Litecoin still in a downtrend, but maybe double bottoming. Okay, definitely maybe double bottoming. It's got to break above. If it breaks, it's like we're already breaking it. No, we fell below it. I mean, we had broken it. We're up thrusting, and so like you break $71 roughly and hold above it. So that's a confirmed double bottom, higher low double bottom in it. Yeah, it could rally, measure, move on this one. I don't know. It's kind of janky because of the higher low, right? Your target on this one, if we broke 71 bucks and held above it, it's going to be 81.77. Okay, there's your target there. $200 Ethereum, 81.77 or 81.85 on Litecoin. But again, you have to break these necklines. Okay. XRP Connect still holding. Looks like it's kind of double bottoming too in a way, right? It's just continuing to hold this over and over and over. And yes, it is in fact not just on the daily, but now the 4-hour. This is a newer development. Let's see. All right, so from this low to the exact same low, Class B bullish divergence. That's very real. So it did break to the upside, but it hasn't really done much. I mean, it would have to break above 26.753 cents. All these assets look very, very similar right now. Gartley target, I mean, in this situation, I wouldn't, you'd be looking for like 28 cents and really 29.399 cents, the top of the pattern. That's what you're looking for here. So we'll get, and I guess we can look at Bitcoin Cash too if you want. Bitcoin Cash is kind of weird. It's it had a great run and it's been doing terrible, but like from this low to high, probably an 88% retrace before rallying, but really struggling from the high point to low point here to get above the golden zone, 382 rejection before selling off, but still making higher lows than that first low in July, mid-July. So maybe there might be a good shorting opportunity up at like $339. right? And the argument could be made, oh, higher low double bottom. I don't know. It's not near as clear here. It's a little too high. Again, I think you're in C to D, the wave, right? That process. So again, if you could ever get to 339, it might be a good shorting opportunity. We'll get, because that's how you play these bearish patterns. You don't long them to the PCZ. You take the short at the PCZ. Dude, digging this playlist by Johnny M, man. No, this isn't even Johnny M, man. This is Gentleman. Okay. Let's go to the Bitcoin futures chart. Chat. I don't know. I like looking at this one on the big screen all the time, just because it's like you want to see everything, and you don't want stars in the background. So Bitcoin futures chart. Why is this? Oh, log scale. No wonder. There we go. Like, what happens? So look what you did, man. On the daily, you couldn't break it. You tried so hard. You were doing it, man. You were doing it on Friday. And now look at you, dude. Still inside. So remember the thing about the futures, man, we are getting straight up closed in, right? It's like a pseudo triangle where you have an upsloping support and a downsloping resistance. You can't break either one so far. So eventually this will break and we will know. All right, downside potential, if you broke this, could be very bad. We know that. But breaking the upside, clear potential for way higher prices if you're going to respect the uptrend. Okay. So we're just getting to a point, man, where it's maybe descending triangle, symmetrical triangle, and you're almost done completely. Okay. How about that? Let's go. Win 80 stream on the 8th. Oh my god, it is the 8th. What? David, I guess tonight. Whatever, dude. I guess the 80s stream will be tonight. Wow. Episode 666 on 80s day night. What the heck? That's crazy. All right.
What up, Mitch? Good to see you streaming tonight. The best community on YouTube.
Bruh.
Marco Rivera, man. Dude, thank you so much for the freaking 1999 super chat, man. And tonight for you, today for me. Yeah, it doesn't even matter. We're all around the world, aren't we? So, dude, thank you. And yes, the best community. I concur wholeheartedly on that one, man. Thank you, dude. So, yeah, we're just hanging out. Hour and a half left till your weekly close, daily close, 4-hour close, everything close. What's up, Ghost Man? No, any kind of pattern smud can appear at any time, right? So descending triangles, ascending triangles, symmetrical triangles, all can act as continuations or reversals. All right. And a downtrend, a descending triangle, you know, has a higher likelihood of playing out to the downside. And an uptrend and an ascending triangle has a higher chance of breaking to the upside, right? But in an uptrend, a descending triangle, again, it can break the upside, it can break the downside. Even if, like, people were like talking about it's a descending triangle, it still can break to the upside, man. You just got to remember, like, okay, so, you know, Bitcoin's been in an uptrend since, you know, I would say like mid-February. And now we've been in a correction that's been going on for nearly 70 days now. And the stat is, on the stock market, corrections normally last between 90 and 100 days. That's the average. And so we're getting there, man. We're getting there on Bitcoin. We'll see if that plays out. But I think you have a big pause and an uptrend. And yes, there's always a chance it can break down to lower prices. Always a chance, man. Thanks, LSD. Appreciate it. What's up, Andy PDX? Oh, no, man. 88 Moon Connect. I mean, it has done well. But look where we are, man. On ADA itself. Cardano, man. The falling wedge. It's beautiful. Beautiful development. And then a triple bottom, you could say. 1, 2, 3. And yes, the divergence clearly there. Sorry, it's all jumbled because I think that's all supposed to be showing up on the daily. Gosh dang it. Look at it. Low, same low, same low. Triple RSI, Class B, bullish divergence. At the PCZ, literally the 786. This is the zone of entry for a trade. All right, though it could hit this and sell off again and get deeper into the entry zone. This is it, man. Like, this is like where dreams are made. And now you've got bullish divergence on the 4-hour MACD. Are you freaking kidding me, man? Like, what else could you even ask for? Like, this is exactly how you look and size up, traditional markets. But it's the S-Coin market. It's different. And I'm going to show you, dude. This is what my thought process is. And it's like, got the huge bullish cipher at its completion zone. Oh my God. It's like every single trend line I draw on the RSI MACD, I have to do this. It's so annoying. If anyone can tell me there's an automatic way that, like, wherever you plot, I don't know, because that might be annoying too. Dude, I don't know. It's just a crappy problem to have. It's really tedious. But as you can see, every time you make a low of some sort, somehow, some way, low, lower low, same low, you're making higher levels relative strength. MACD, same thing. Low, lower low, same low again. You can't even, there's one negative histogram wick and it's infinitesimal. Yeah, dude. Correct. Okay, so flip the chart over, gain perspective. Would you be going long here? Right? No, you'd probably be wanting to go short right here. Long, short, long, short. Okay, this pattern has been in development since December of 2018. This pattern is almost a year large. That's crazy, dude. Those are big patterns. Eddie, you kind of like triple bottom, bro. Remy, thanks, man. Just to match the plant. I'm not green, dude. I'm yellow right now. Okay. I mean, maybe on some things, right? When you don't have the, when you don't have an edge, yeah, Renee, it can be like 50-50, right? Sure. But when you have the edge, this is the edge. Technical analysis is the trader's edge. Okay. So no trader is going to be successful without having some sort of technical analysis. It's like impossible. Like, you have to. So still going to look through some more chats just because I haven't yet. Look at the big ones. Talked about the futures chart, the weekly, everything. Okay. What's up, Dan, man? Say hello to Melissa, the Iowa Jesus people. 30-0. Let's go. What's up, Jay Glover, man? Dropping in and say hello. Hello to you, man. Thank you for doing that on this Sunday. Are we warding off the bad spirits with a light? Yeah, Jill. It's episode 666, so we're keeping it holy. We're letting all the Satanists know that we're alright, man.
Bruh.
WW diverging for a pullback. Maybe get in and ride the retrace.
Wait, Watchers Connect. Oh my goodness, it looks beautiful, dude. It looks freaking fantastic. Momo shift. Wow. Should add this one on my watch list, dude. Fantastic. Jeez. Chat. Black Plasma in the house. Sub dudes. All right. Yes, Weight Watchers. Higher lows, higher highs. Broke out. Just anchor point 1 and 2 and 3. Kind of 4 on the bottom. Just really 1 on the top. And I like the heart line. I like the 75, the 25. I just like the touches on the inside. All right. And look how when you tried to break out, you just rode it and then kind of got out. Look, you held, and that's when it went, man. That's when it was time to go. And you're saying, oh yeah, some nasty bearish divergence in the works right now. Like a high on price, slightly higher high on price, like almost inexistent positive momentum and lower levels relative strength. Yeah, could be ready for a pullback. Do we even make it to 382? I don't think so. Not even the 236. Jeez, man. So you even have to get a 37.81 before you even know this is a swing low, valid swing low. But this thing has gotten destroyed, man. All right, think about it like this. Think about it like this, man. All right, let's go from that major low to the major high. And where do we look? We got to the 886, right? Black Plasma. So we just got to major retrace levels, the deep ones. All right, that's like where you're getting those harmonics to develop. This one doesn't have one, but that's okay. It's just the same mentality, though, of areas of value for Weight Watchers down here. And you can clearly see the Momo shift a little bit with the higher highs, higher lows. Make sure I read it right. Maybe get in and ride the retrace. Yeah. Diverging for a pullback, he says. So he's thinking, hey, maybe we sell off here. Right, and maybe there might be a better entry, which, yeah, man, for sure. It's a nice move. I don't really know how we can plot this yet. Right, like what anchor points to use. Would it be like 1 and 2 now? Oh yeah, dude, that's it right there, isn't it? It's like 1 and 2 on the top, 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. Boom. Beautiful. So yeah, man, maybe an entry might be good at like 24.77. Maybe 25, 20, you know, right around this area. It's a moving target. You'd have to keep watching it. I'm definitely putting this on my watch list. Stock watch list. Sweet. All right. But if this really was let's just say we really were going to make a major retrace on Weight Watchers, where we commonly go, your golden zone's going to be eventually between $51 and $71.89. Okay, if this thing really wants to recover, this is the area where you're going to run up and reverse your price action to the downside again. Okay, 51 to 72. Hype. Nice one, Black Plasma, man.
Bruh.
Thanks, Craig. LLG. T-Bun Dips, hello. You missed the 80s. Came Nico Chan. Don't worry. Tonight I'll be 80s, okay? I just completely forgot about it, man. Dude, it's like I've been spending a lot of time today scanning charts and stuff, and it's just like, I don't know. I'm not into Elliott, but, you know, harmonics are a different form of Elliott wave, I guess, right? Wave analysis. When Jay says Weight Watchers been dropping for months, what a double-edged sword. Well, I mean, you know, it's been dropping for months, and it finally hit the area of value. 88% retrace, 70% retrace. Those are areas of value where people will take longs. Because at that time, most of the time, you're getting bullish divergence on weekly time scales, daily time scales. Right? Because, dude, it's been selling off since June 2018, like non-stop. I wouldn't say it's mandatory because with harmonics, man, extremely high reliability at the PCZs of those patterns. I think we're due for a market correction. We got one. We had one, Daniel Harris, last year. We've been having a correction. What's up, Bearable Guy? Crypto Guy, 321. 80s were a blur. Don't worry, chat. We'll get it, man. And that'd have been crazy, that episode 666 80s day. I don't even know how that would have worked. It'd have been like the 80s horror movies, right? What's up, Mr. Lodick? Stuart Grant. I don't think anything to the BTC pair can be like exclaimed. It is bullish. Like, I don't think any BTC pair you can say that. All right. I mean, yeah, I kind of get what you're saying, but I don't know, maybe. Nah, not a harmonic. Not high enough retrace. Oh, I get what you're saying, though, maybe. Okay, I get you, dudes. All right, I know why he's saying that. All right, there's a guy in chat saying Dusk to BTC extremely bullish. Now, I was like saying, you know, I don't know how you could say that, but just based on technicals, if like I'm looking at not the crypto market, I'm not trying to take into consideration that the BTC pairs have been getting neutered. They're like endangered species at this point. How bad they've been getting destroyed for like 2 years now. All right, more than 2 years. He's right. He's literally right. Like, I was looking at falling wedges earlier today. We're going to look at them. But, dude, look at that. Look at the falling wedge, and he broke out. And look at there's this bullish divergence down here, too. Good Lord. He's got a point. He's got a freaking point about this asset. Good job, dude. I don't know if it's technically broken. Actually, no, it hasn't broken out. It's just right there. All right, 1, 2, 3. And you're here, and you're not breaking yet. Okay, so this is not a breakout. Not if we're being exact here. Okay, but maybe one to watch, sure. Like, look, you know, you had the divergence. It played out, but it's not making higher highs yet. Not yet, man. I dig it, though. I friggin' dig it. Measure moves like nothing. Okay, not much of a measure move. Probably not even worth it. But I think if you would want, if this was to be where the retrace was to begin, well, first off, let's look. Is it 88% retrace, right? Low to high? Mother of God, 88% retrace, areas of value. Okay. But also, now we would look if we were to target here. And again, I don't know. This could just fail and dump to much lower prices, whatever. Dusk connects, right? But like, you see, we don't even know if it's a swing low yet, a valid swing low. You have to get closer to 1380 sats. You're at 1082. You got a long way to go before even knowing you have a valid swing low. All right, but you know, this is how reversals occur. Price contraction that's down sloping. And so, like, if it ever did break out and hold your targets, I think, not for the wedge, but for the retrace, the high points, major high to major low, would be between 1642 and 2066. Again, it's the BTC pairs, so I don't know what to tell you, man, about that. All right. Aggressive bearish divergence. Yeah, Dakota. I know there is that. I agree. And we've looked at it before, but it's like, that is not really who's trading it. You know, like, are people actually trading it? And if they are, how are they trading it? Are they just saying, hey, the Bitcoin dominance chart is showing bearish divergence, so we're just going to go ahead and move 94,000 Bitcoins into altcoins? Is that how they're going to do it? I don't really know, you know, so I don't think anyone really knows. But so I'm just saying, like, that's not really something someone's literally buying and selling, is the Bitcoin dominance. So it's really hard to say if traditional technical analysis even works on it. Okay, so gonna take the Bitcoin dominance chart with a grain of salt. Okay. Excuse me. All right, there's your Dusk, man.
Bruh.
I looked at it. Major S coin. What's up, Samuel Adams? Jerry, did you see it? I looked closer. What's up, Baron von Pfefferhofen? Yeah, I know. Episode Mark of the Beast. Inverse cool, man. Inverse Jesus. What's up, Billy Langford's in the house, too? Holy crap. Eddie S., did you like it, man? Dusk. Paris Fisher's 30 minutes behind. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I don't know about that. And that's not really the goal. The goal is just to try to be a positive influence in your lives one way or another. Whether it's to help with trading, TA, or just if you're having a bad day, maybe sometimes my voice soothes you. I don't know. Or you like the music. People come here for different reasons, all right? So whatever your reason, that's why I'm here. Is it Mitchell? I don't even know what you're talking about, dude. Okay. So, kind of want to shift now. I want to talk about some stuff I kind of saw today that was pretty freaking wild. Look at Nightlight. This is literally Nightlight Incorporated. Look at this, man. From the low to high, I think we hit a 1618 fib extension with triple MACD bullish divergence with a falling wedge, and it broke out. And your targets for this pattern, I think, are going to be between 1972 and 2140 eventually, right? But that could take a long time. Whew. What kind of time are you, man? Is this wedge in outer space? Darren, shots fired, man. Okay. What's up, Carolina Crypto? Netflix not looking good. Yeah, dude. I mean, look what's happening, man. With it's everyone's getting into streaming services, right? Everyone. But that's just kind of a way to look at it. All right, measure move not going to be that great. I think it's just like you got to swing for the fences on these. All right, it's major retraces from a high point to low point. So that one's nice, right? Not bad. You want to look at Nova, National Oil Well, Varco Incorporated. Jesus, duh, Jesus, man, look at that.
Oh, would you look at that?
Okay, you had divergence on the lower low, on the daily, and you're just at the top, man. So it could sell off again, but man, a breakout here could be amazing. Look, a measure move here. Not freaking bad, man. All right, wherever you decided to break out, could be all the way up at 30 bucks roughly. Are you kidding me, dude? Now you could fib from the high point to low point too to probably get some targets. Also another way to do it. Right, like high to low. Oops. High to low, right? 29. Look, 2983 is 382. That's the beginning of the golden zone, which is where your measure move hits. Poetic, man. It's friggin' poetic. Gerard, what will happen if some alt becomes worth more than Bitcoin? Well, we'll see it coming, dude. It's not going to happen overnight. It would be methodically, progressively happening, and we stream every day, so it's not like it's going to catch us by surprise, Gerard. It would be probably talked about news everywhere all the time. That's what would happen, dude. It wouldn't be like instant and we'd know about it coming. We'd see it coming. Jill, I haven't really looked at the fundamentals, but I do know most of these have over $1 million worth of volume per trading day, and that's important. You want liquidity when you're scanning charts. You don't want to have an illiquid asset, I think, under $1 million. So, and look for 10-day trading averages too. That'll really help. Okay. Is it possible I know too much about crypto? Professor Sen, I don't know, man. I don't know. What happens if you know too much about it? What can happen to you, man? I don't know. Daniel, yeah, like I've got a very nice position in gold. I've had one though for a long time. I think a lot of people in here have had gold for a long time. Wobbit to Bitcoin. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's definitely looking like it's trying to break. Not sure what pattern, but still think this is very much in a disgusting downtrend. Give me a sec. Tail. That's what it is. Is that what Wabi is? Tail? T. So why is the ticker WABI, but it is TAEL, all caps? What are they doing, dude? This thing looks like it just like went bankrupt or something. Terrible. So all it did was break to all-time lows. And now all it's doing is back testing those all-time lows that was once a support, should have been a support, as resistance. That's all that Wabi's doing. All right, it's recovering, but it's still below 1876 sats. And it, look, if it broke above 1876 sats and then back tested and held, yeah, you might be getting a spring to the upside. Certainly. Yes, there was in fact. God, man, from that one to that one, not really, but you know, I can, you can kind of see it, right? The low and the lower low, high lows were relative strength. Yeah, there was definitely some bullish divergence too on the daily. Okay, and you got your ride to the upside, probably because of that. But again, you have not broken this yet. You got to break it. You got to hold above it. If you can, you might get a nice retrace to the upside, right? I mean, this is not even close to a 23% retrace yet from the high point to low point. So we don't even know if it's a major swing low. Could just fail and dump again. Okay. Really not that special. Not overbought on the daily, so sure, could be more upside potential if market participants wanted it to go. But how many market participants are there in Wabi, dude? I don't even know. I really have no idea how many. So yeah, it's good, but it's not that good too, right? You get what I'm saying? This is critical. So hey, yeah, keep your eye on tail or Wabi to break this 1876, hold above it, and then we're talking, right? Then we can talk about potential spring, or it's trying to spring right now. It has not sprung until it breaks that, and then it could back test the spring, and that could be an entry for a long. And then you go high to low, right? And again, like you're not even close to the 23% retrace. So we don't even know if this is a major swing low yet. Have no idea. So we'd have to retrace much higher for us to even say this is valid Fibonacci right here. Okay, and if say it was, right? Say we didn't. For the sake of education, say it was a swing low and it was going to break to the upside. Common retrace levels, the golden zone, 46.37 to 69.33. But dude, I have no idea. It's Wabi. Look at it. Nothing but lower lows, lower highs. That's it since inception. Terrible. Terrible. It's Fugazi, man. Nothing burger. Doesn't have a working product. It's just an S coin. All right. Excuse me. I see. Thoughts on Aurora cannabis, man? Is that what you're asking? Might not be good, man. Look what it's done, right? There was like this upsloping support, and you finally broke it, and now you're back testing it as a resistance when at one time it was a support. That's not really what you want to see, and it's clearly in some sort of channel, right? Just see like 1, 2, and it's freaking beautiful. Beautiful little downtrend, little channel. Now at these levels you can definitely say there's bullish divergence. Low on price, low on price, lower levels, negative Momo, and you're breaking the upside because of that. But look at how far you're not going anywhere, right? Like low on price, low on price, higher levels, relative strength. Yeah, some divergence on both oscillators, and impending price action reversal. You're getting the price action reversal, but it's not much, is it? Not much yet. And you got to break back above that critical or geometrical support. Right? Could be bump and run stuff. That's not, you don't want to break these trend lines. Okay. Not good. Look at the double top. Jeez. Lower high. Excuse me. But something that could be on the side for the bulls is like from the low point, previous low to high, retraced. You're in the deep areas, right? Deep areas with the divergence, kind of what you're looking for value. And you might get it, but again, see, like, again, you need to have this on your watch list and monitor it. Can it break $6.13? Can it break 650, the down sloping resistance? If it ever could, very easy to target, right? We don't know if this is it yet, right? But if you were gonna target high point to low point from the breakout, the common retrace levels for Aurora cannabis would be between 728 and 846. All right, so easy target could be 787. All right, in the middle, 50%. All right, that help? ACB. Thanks, LSD. Sub Azure, Boston. Yeah, I think the Fed's probably going to raise rates this month. I think the meeting's on the 18th or something. I know there's another maybe ECB meeting on the 12th, which would be good for equities. Really good for equities. And that means, like, them doing that, it's like, that means it's easier to acquire money, to borrow money, right? And so, yeah, that money might be going into equities. But, tons of large hedge fund managers have been wary of the stock market since May and have had heavy cash positions. That's my largest position's cash right now. So you trade, but, again, you got to be careful about being too exposed to the market. The volatility is going to continue, man. You're going to keep getting huge ups and downs, which is good. A lot of opportunity in that, but just be wary that if you're investing 10.5 year long bull trend market cycle, on average 6 years. All right. But there might be opportunity in like defense stocks, software, and just individual assets that are set up technically, right? Like Activision or video games. Kidding. Have been beaten down for like, shoot, man, like 6-7 months now, maybe more. And thanks so much for the 500 people tuned in. If you're enjoying the live stream, please hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Good to see you on a Sunday. All right, real estate's been killing it, man. Really killing it. No idea. Sin, man, no idea. Oh yeah, we looked at XRP already. Yes, we did. We also looked at someone's reaction if someone said that XRP might be a bad investment, right? All right, so excuse me. Chat. OPK. On the daily. Opko Health Incorporated. 2 downsloping converging trend lines with bullish divergence on both oscillators on the same low, right? So you've got tail end bullish divergence on both oscillators with no major divergence. It looks like a double bottom as well, doesn't it? A potential double bottom. So you got a falling wedge, you got a potential double bottom. You got divergence on both oscillators, and this is it right here. I mean, what do you even want, man? What the heck do you even want? I think you go from, this is a discernible peak right here, height of the pattern to the low point. Trade setup, dude. Potential trade setup. Okay, I can't give trade setups on equities because I'm not licensed, but I'm not doing that. I'm just saying what I might do. There you go. Simple as that.
Bruh. Bruh.
It's not XRP, by the way. Oh, we work. Parent ways further valuation cut. Get wrecked, dude. Cut below 20 billion. Dude, Mr. Peabody has not shown up, dude. I can't believe this. I really can't. Yeah, Bradford 80s night for sure. I'll make it happen. Oh, and if you want to be a part of the conversation when this live stream inevitably ends, join the Discord. You want to get in contact with anyone in this live chat or me, the best way to do it is Discord. Join it, man. We got over 4,500 members. Very, very active. And everyone in there is like-minded like you. Cares about trading, technical analysis, crypto, stocks, divergence, coinciding variables, swing trading. Join the community, man. Okay, so lots of responses on this silver platter potential trade setup. Not even one response to it. Maybe chat's just delayed. I don't know. Is it like, what was even the point? Look at SRRK, Scholar Rock Holding Corporation, from its previous low to high, around that 1414 fib extension, bullish divergence, potential double bottom. Made a low on price. You made a same low on price with positive momentum. Wow. Okay. Maybe reversal to the upside. I know. Yeah, Remy, I know that. That's what I'm doing. You're on the wrong market, Russian troll. You're on the market, or wrong market. Look at MHH, not liquid, not very liquid at all. But if you can see what happened, it broke the downtrend, right? The geometrical trend line, and it's hit the 236. So you know it's a valid swing low, high to low. Common retrace levels between 716 and $8.80. Where it could rally to. And there was divergence before it broke to the upside and broke that Momo shift. So Ice King, man. Schwab and Thinkorswim, RS nerds. Oh, good to see you, Mr. Sin, Professor Sin, in Discord. Thanks for joining. Ooh. Nice one on Netgear. Really nice one on Netgear, Jeremy S. Dude. Wow. Lit as F. This was Jeremy's, looks like a shark. And this was Netgear. Patreon posted this. Beautiful, dude. Friggin' beautiful. Oh boy. All right. Let's look at TK. Yeah, it's TK, but it's spelled TEEKAY, like TEK. So very much in that downtrend, whatever. But look, from the previous low to high, 1414 fib extension, kind of double bottoming off of it. And the thing you just got to notice is like you are now making higher lows, right? You made the same low, now you're making higher lows. Could be accumulation going on. Could be a potential higher low double bottom. The range, top of the range is $4.70. Ever broke that, measure move will be very high, be very nice, right? Just got to think about that. Nice bullish convergence there on that higher low. Sure thing, Sandman. How about this? BIIB, Biogen Incorporated. Look where it's at, man. All right. You're at like critical support areas. Very important. Look at the sellers. I mean, you gap down, but it's like the sellers are just really struggling here. They can't do anything right now. And just look from the lowest point to the same low, and it's like much higher levels of relative strength. And just, is this an island bottom? Reversal? It just can't sit there forever, dude. Okay, at critical areas of support with no volume. All right, this thing's been getting beaten down tremendously. Someone could almost argue, oh, it's a descending triangle, man. A lot of white space, probably way too much white space. But, yeah, sure, man. That's a geometrical trend line either way. So just saying, like, it just made its second reaction low. If it was to be a descending triangle, so that it just became potentially valid. And so think of the upside potential, right? On BIIB. All right, stops below 200. And you could just Fibonacci from the high point to low point to get your targets, the golden zone. Somewhere up here, gap fills around 320. Wow. Been getting wrecked since July of last year. So over 1 year of being in a downtrend, gapping down, and now failing to continue its sell-off. And there's good reason, because there's a lot of buyers here so far. Okay. BBN, I was just looking at this one. It's kind of like a rising wedge after a huge downtrend. I think it had a big break to the upside. But you gotta think here, man. Look, it's like, all right, it was like down sloping, now it's up sloping. But yeah, I don't know if it's made its major retrace all the way yet. High point to low point. See, it's at the 236, the shallowest retrace. So you know if it ever could break to the upside, like common retrace levels for this asset would be between 2391 and 3658. So not there yet. That means there's lots of upside potential even after this simple impulse consolidation. After being obliterated, going from $56 to freaking $3, and you've been getting destroyed since October of 2010. Where you topped out in October, November 2010. Here you are. It's been getting destroyed forever, chat. Like, look, it's like the downtrend, the Momo shift happened already, man. It's kind of, he's like, you had that plotted like that, kind of fell out for a minute, but then broke in March, April 2016, and could be, I know it looks like a rising wedge or something, also triangle-ish, but you got to think, man, the Momo shifting clearly, right? Clear Momo shift. Okay.
Great stuff. FTX bottom and breaking out.
Ooh, FedEx Connect. It's very interesting on this one, man, right? I don't know if this one's low. It's a high. Yeah, it hit a 786. It looks like a wedge or something, maybe. Right on FedEx. Had that uptrend and then broke it. You're saying it's breaking out of the uptrend? Yeah, maybe. It's broken it, but the thing is, like, you can stay under this for a while. It's just kind of like, I mean, you're making divergence. I was saying wedge maybe, because just maybe, because like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Yeah, it's almost just like a channel, isn't it? Not even a wedge. Okay. Yeah, lots of distribution going on. FedEx since it peaked out in February 2018. And yeah, it's out of a huge uptrend it's been in for a long time. It's really like this. Off a little bit. There we go. Like that, right? And it's so cool how you have it, 1 and 2 on the bottom, 3 on the bottom, another touch on the top, and look how when we rallied, we hit it and then quit it. On the weekly though, man, you gotta, I don't know, man, if it's gonna be able, how can you sell off anymore when you went from $274 to $151 in what, like maybe a year and a half or more, right? And now it looks like almost a descending triangle, doesn't it? A buy wall with distribution going on. But that being said, how in the world could that ever play out with this much exhaustion on your oscillators, right?
I love looking at stocks. I was looking at cake today, probably just because I want cake, but also bullish divergence.
Cake Connect. Oh, that's Cheesecake Factory, right? Look at it, man. Oh my god. So how in the world could a descending triangle or, a breakout of a historical uptrend you've been in for freaking ever since like 2000, how can you do that with this much exhaustion on your oscillators? Sorry, I was saying that earlier, but just reiterating a little bit. Okay. Low. Same low again. It's like class B bullish divergence, right? So yes, it very well could just fall off a cliff because it's out of the channel and it might be a descending triangle, but that should make you think, dang, dude, impending price action reversal to the upside on a weekly time scale. That's what that's telling us right there. So we have, what do we call that? We have contradicting variables in a way, don't we, Black Plasma Man?
Bruh.
Those are not the best. You want a bunch of coinciding variables. Whew. What up, JDR, man? Delalv, hi. If you're enjoying the live stream, hit that like button, that bell, that's up. Oh man, beautiful kind of head and shoulders pattern. Oh man, yeah, cheesecake, it's over for cheesecake. Looks like the trend is like done. But dude, you're like approaching very critical supports. Holy crap, again? Whoa, this could be a spring. Could very well be a spring to the upside. Unfortunately, not really getting the divergence you want on the weekly. Not really. It's almost like, yeah, head and shoulders, but with a slanted neckline. Neckline's, it's like so slanted that you haven't even touched the neckline again. All right, so I don't even talk about that. But this thing looks like it could be ready for another major dump. Okay, this is Cheesecake Factory. From your major low to high on a weekly time scale, you've hit a 50% retrace. When you hit the 50% retrace, you bounced, right? You bounced where? Back above a very, very critical support that you held one time, had a major nice rally, but all you did on that major rally was pretty much match a previous high from August 2015, kind of head and shoulders, and then dumped again to lower high, lower low. All right, what will happen? We'll make a lower high again, another lower low, or will this hold? It's holding for now. If it can stay above it long enough, you might get a rally. But I mean, it's just like kind of get where we're at on this, and it's like just a pretty freaking clear downtrend. It's that easy, right? Until you break above $50, you're gonna stay in this downtrend, man. All right, in a clear, discernible downtrend, and it peaked out April of 2017. And has not been doing well since. All right, so yeah, it's in Dow theory. After a run up, you most commonly retrace 50% of the way before, you know, going back to the way you were before, which was the prevailing impulse was bullish. So you would go bullish again. But I don't know if we have enough evidence to believe it'd break to the upside. But you are trying to hold the support with maybe, just maybe, a lower low double bottom, with this being the peak at $59, $60. Son of Jack, thanks for the sub, man. Welcome. Welcome, dude. K Connect. So, not as good as the other ones I was looking at, but yeah, I get you, man. It's not too bad. Let's see. Yeah, there was no divergence on the daily at all before it broke to the upside. The big red candle, Mara Bazoo, on Friday. Yeah, man. It's like, do we have anything like more short term? I don't think so, man. Yeah, there's no way it's a wedge. It's just it's like another channel. Yeah, it's just parallel channels. You're just in a downtrend, man. Multiple downtrends. Lower lows. So until you make a higher high, this would remain bearish. And this is how you look at the pattern. It's like, this is like, I don't know. I don't really like slanted, down-sloping slanted head and shoulders, which are real. Wolkowski talks about them. But I don't like it because, look, this is the shoulder, so this is the collar. Here's the other collar to create the neckline of the pattern. And you aren't even close to it yet, right? So, yeah, there very well could be more downside potential for cake. Remember, restaurant sales this year have crashed, pretty much. Remember, if you watched that, is Recession Coming with Raoul Paul or whatever from Real Vision? Talked about that was one of the leading indicators that a recession could be coming is restaurant sales crashing. Cake is restaurant sales. Okay, there's only so much you can do in restaurants, right, to organically grow. You can only, you know, seat so many people per day, and there's tons of overhead that keeps increasing every day. Like vendors, they're publicly traded, so they have to make money, and they can't organically grow, not all the time. So they have to keep raising their prices to, you know, appease the shareholders. We got to grow, man. You got to grow. Well, you know, the only way we can grow right now is raising prices. It's artificial growth, and it's good in the short term, but it can be devastating in the long term. So yeah, when you start talking about like restaurants, that's not really probably the area you want to be dealing with, especially if there's like thoughts of a recession coming. So weekly close is 38 minutes from now. There you go, Sprocket's on it. That's weird, Aaron Ronman. Can't tell me. I can show you. I can just plug it in the stream chat. Hold on. Oh, this one's good. Sorry. I'll post it if you haven't seen it. But remember, like, even with this happening and coming and all these leading indicators, remember, it could be a year from now, it could be 2 years from now, that all this stuff begins to play out on the markets. You just don't know. The market can remain irrational longer than you can stay solvent. So trying to time the top is very difficult, if not impossible. Chuck Gray, you're not going there enough, man. You need to go there enough if you want cake to go up. Kappa. All right. 10,417 on Bitcoin. It hasn't moved really at all since the stream started 1 hour and 21 minutes ago. Like spike, sub spike for the weekly close, man. All right. Some kid, he doesn't have a relationship with you, like your son or daughter or cousin or friend's son or something. It's just some kid. But yeah, man, sure, we can do that. Happy birthday to Angel. Guess we can do some, for Angel, we can work on the encoding overloaded. Consider turning down video settings. Oh my god. So when I turn this on, the encoding, I get the error. Or it's just like a message. Wow. Happy birthday. Putting my PC at risk for some kid named Angel that we don't know his relationship with the person. Asking, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Look, how ironic. We're analyzing cake at the same time as celebrating someone's birthday.
Bruh.
Wow. Can't make this up, dude. Alright, the warning went away. It's too much, man. Imagine someone trying to do this on their PC. Dude, like, the amount of, like, you know, the hardware I have. It's like, wow. Imagine not having that hardware and trying to do that. Look at the space background and 1080p. All these browsers. Dude, this is like so much stuff that the Threadripper and GPU are having to, like, to deal with. It's crazy, man. Okay. Your slanted head and shoulders. It's weird, man. It's real weird. And then you get, look, it's like a smaller head and shoulders too. Look, like a left shoulder head, right shoulder-ish, right, with the neckline here, and you broke it. You broke it and are trying to, it looks like you back tested it almost, right here. Don't forget ice cream. I don't have ice cream, man. Sorry, man. Diabetes free house here, Cabo. Well, not Cabo, but you get it. All right, so here we are back to Square Bitcoin. And yeah, man, it just seems like impulse down and your consolidation is just getting wider, larger, taller, right? Just like still maybe a flag of some sort. But there is the argument that can be made you might be showing some bullish convergence on the 4-hour. And there's definitely the argument that can be made that you're showing a bullish divergence on the 60-minute for sure. Let me get rid of this real quick. Okay. So you broke that though. You broke it and you're out of it. But like, just look here, right? How do you break down to lower prices with this kind of divergence on 60-minute time scale? Wouldn't it break to the upside first before dumping? Wouldn't you think? Legit Kid Connect. What's right, dude? What? It's Marcos. Marcos freaking son.
Bruh.
I had no idea, man. Sorry, I couldn't keep up with the chat. Sometimes that happens, you know? Oh my god, dude. Wait for the TTS.
Thank you, Matthias. My son, his name is Angel. Appreciated. Thank you so much. We're all over here cracking up good times, my friend.
Sure thing, Margaret. Yeah, dude. Sorry about that. I didn't know, but we did it anyway, man. All right. So, thank you for the 10 and the 20 earlier. And yeah, man, absolutely. Happy birthday, Angel. In full screen. All right. Geez, I love this overlay. It's so cool, man. Beautiful. Yeah, do something, Bitcoin. Do something. It's okay. It will soon. 60 minutes says impending price action reversal to the upside. That's what it's saying right now. Who knew that's why? But like, dude, the beauty is like, Bitcoin was not the first chart ever made, and certainly won't be the last. And crypto's the newest market, and there are markets that are way more established, way more liquid. They give you pretty much a higher chance of TA working out on those markets, more than this one. Crazy enough, this is the least efficient market to trade. So I know people love and are obsessed with Bitcoin, but hey, you can love and be obsessed with Bitcoin and also look for trade setups on other markets. Isn't that crazy? Gateway drug, man. Bitcoin's been the gateway drug for me for like a year and a half. since streaming, to try to get people into technical analysis and then start to shift them over to not only can you trade crypto, you can also trade these other markets. They're not scary. They're there and they've been there for over 100 years. Okay, well, not Forex. It started in the 80s, but stock market. I can't, John Doe. I can't sing Happy Birthday. I can barely sing at all. Okay, all you have to do is look at my karaoke video to know I cannot sing. All right. Jeez. Hey, if you want to see something interesting about a currency, you can look no further than the Japanese yen, man. Which I think is at a very critical spot. Look at this. In Japanese yen to US dollar on the weekly. You know, you had price contraction. What have you done on the price contraction? You broke it, man. You broke the price contraction to the upside, but look where you are. And this could be probably, oh, see, I did the anchor points on the bottom, 1 and 2 and 3, but you could see how close it is to this 4 touch point. Very, very close to a break to the upside, and could be momentous. It really could. Look how you held this support back from 2007. Inverse head and shoulders, it look like right there. Man. Kind of a lower right shoulder, oblong shoulder, man. But yeah, man, big deal, right? You know, the Japanese yen is in itself a hedge, just like gold and Bitcoin could be, against the US dollar and uncertainty. Isn't trading slow in traditional markets? Sure, but trading the way I trade crypto is slow too. It's not really fast. So swing trading, it will take time. You're looking at 4-hour, daily, weekly time scales to make decisions on what you're going to do, not the 60-minute, 30-minute, 15 minutes. So yeah, but the beauty is you can have a life. You can do it on the side. You can live your life and do what you're doing and continue just investing in yourself and getting better and better at this stuff every day. And your like other part of your life doesn't have to be put in jeopardy because you're having to stare at a chart all day. That's the beauty of swing trading. That's the whole point. Like, I started doing it as a hobby in my early 20s, and it's continued to stay a hobby of mine. And I will continue using this forever, right? This is like golf to me. It's like you can work on and continue mastering technical analysis for the rest of your life until you can't think anymore, right? Heck, you can do technical analysis and trading longer than you can play golf, because golf, eventually your body will wear out and you can't play anymore. But this is the mind. So you'll become a wizard, man. When your body is frail, your mind will be sound and strong. All right. So yeah, keep your eye on the Japanese yen that plays as a hedge against market turmoil and tumults. Okay. Very close. And guess what, man? If you broke out, so you've already hit a 382, but you go again. I mean, you could be looking for look for 1.0616 cents to 1.1219. All right, and deep retrace could go 1.2078. Right, so. Definite upside potential if you could clearly break this, man. All right. Also could look at this like a channel where it's 1 and 2 on the bottom or something, and then 3 on the top, and you're just in an uptrend. But it's kind of like inversing Bitcoin in a way, right? Where Bitcoin was in an uptrend or is in an uptrend, and it's gone through consolidation to the downside, and the yen is doing the exact opposite, right? Where it's been in a downtrend since June of 2015, right, where it started. It's been in an uptrend, sorry, but it's still contained within the parameters of the downtrend. Okay. Anyway, yeah, big resistance up here. Big 2004, 1999, 2014, 2013, 2016. Breaking above this area could have it. You could have a very, very good break to the upside. A very nice run. Okay. So again, this is 97.57 right there, dude. That is, you break that, could be moon time on the Japanese yen. So look out.
Bruh.
Have your alerts set up, man. All right. Bitcoin range bound, the lower part of a range that's much larger that goes to 12,100 or so, right? Breaking above 10,900 could have you a very, very clean run to the upside, to the top of the other part, right? Other part of the range. It's like the halfway mark. What's up, Elliot Urbina, man? Good to see you. Oh, there's Luta in the house. You'll be hitting the links when you're 100. Bet. You could just do it. You could look at this at that point when you're 100, man. We could probably have, like, you know, Elon Musk's Neuralink hooked up to you, and you could just use a robot to swing for you, dude. Okay. That'd be lit. There you go, Kanatoma, man. No one is expecting Bitcoin to break to the upside, host beef. Like, dude, people, like, almost everyone and their mother expects Bitcoin to break down. Like, everyone, dude. So I don't know where you're getting your information, dude. What's up, Shalon Peroni? Good to see you again. Hey, Crypto Karen. You played with a 93-year-old lady last year. She beat you. Holy crap. Imagine a 93-year-old trader beating you. Just kidding. Local on the nines? How about we do the local on the nines, man? GL Hightower, the beauty is for most individual assets, like, you know, the trade setups we were showing earlier, like in the stock market, like, you'll have plenty of room, like, for them to fall and then rally, and it will take time, man. I think we probably will hit 8,500 at some point, LSD, but I don't know when, and it's folly to try to guess when. Yeah, exactly. Everyone expects a break to the downside. People, like, you know, all these people are like, oh, descending triangle. It's over, dude. We're going to make a lower high, and then we're going to dump to 2K, 1,500. All right, that's what people think. Crypto profits, but that's like one exchange. There are many more exchanges now that have leverage shorts and longs, so they don't. You're just looking at, again, at one exchange, so it's only some small part of, like, the collective market. So it's kind of, I think, looking at the longs and short charts kind of useless. It's just kind of like you get a very small piece of data from one exchange when there are others that are doing other things, and we don't have that. It's not on trading. I think the only one you can see is on Bitfinex. So the caller, Warren Buffett still winning. Exactly. Retrace and go. So yeah, we're just running the clock now. We got 22 minutes, right? Been live for an hour and nearly 40 minutes now. So just hanging out with y'all. We've had a really good stream, I think. I mean, y'all tell me. Like, found some really good assets today scanning. And yeah, man, that's what it's about. Scanning. Or if you're swing trading, scanning should be what you're doing the most. Trading's a small part of it. It doesn't have to happen, Oban. Nothing has to happen on any market. And you thinking that, if it doesn't go the way you think it will happen, you'll have a negative emotional response to that, and it might affect the way you make your decisions in the future. So anything can happen, man. Literally anything. And it tried to hit 8,500, but was bought up. It tried to hit 8,500 again and was bought up with a higher low. It tried to hit 8,500 again and was bought up once more. So, but the thing is, with that being said, we are not able to make higher highs yet. Okay. Again, if the weekly closed right now, which it will in 20 minutes, we would be getting a bullish engulfing candle, but still just within the parameters of that range. We are range bound on the weekly until we're not. Most ridiculous ad I have? I don't know. Probably Vet Moon Boy is the most ridiculous. Okay. Chad. Thank you, Darren, man. So going back to that weekly real quick. All right, what we're waiting for, the close of this one candle right here, man. So let me get rid of that. Too many lines. You just need to understand how important 9650 is, how important 11,500 is, because those are weekly peaks from days of old. February 2018, April, May 2018. You've just continued trying to sell and break them, but you haven't been able to yet. And yes, for the past couple weeks, and soon to be the third week, you'll have negative momentum, where you had not seen negative momentum since February 4th, since right before the rally began. That week, when we showed our first positive histogram wick, is when the weekly bullish divergence on the RSI, the daily, the bullish Gartley, the falling wedge, all of them converged, and that was it when it all started. But now, negative Momo again. I'm not sure how long it's gonna stay right red, but you know, you're just going sideways, man. Welcome to it. Consolidation after an impulse. In Vet Moon Boy we trust. That's right. That's right. I don't know about Justin Sun though. Okay. Rick Schmitz, they are. Everyone is expecting a break the downside. Everyone's expecting it. I just don't know, like right now in the short term, right? That's like weekly stuff. We're looking at the 60-minute now. And just based on the 60-minute, how in the world can you sell off when you're showing 60-minute bullish divergence that is so clear, concise, and well formed and developed, right? Even with a little impulse down and scrubby consolidation. Maybe it breaks to the upside, hits 10.6 again or something, and then sells off. I mean, 60-minute divergence isn't going to get you very far. Like, you can see 60-minute divergence and it'll play out like brilliantly, but it will only go so high. Okay, that's why you go zoom out on the 4-hour and the daily and look for those forms of divergence, because that's going to take you a lot further to the upside. If we're talking bullish divergence, weekly, daily divergence, bearish divergence, it can go to the downside a lot further. Yeah, V-Chain got wrecked, dude. Remember Walmart? We got a partnership with Walmart, I swear, and then destroyed. Dang, man, they got a coffee. Charlie's bags is doing things. It's just bearish, bad things, right? Slowly losing all of its value. So it's always gonna be, no matter what.
V-Chain doing things.
But it's just not the way the meme was created. We've made the meme our own. All right. So chat, what will happen? Let's do a straw poll. All right, very easy question. I'm posting the link in the live chat, so go ahead and vote if you think it will play out with the weekly closing. We don't know, Canatoma. We definitely don't have the technology at all to know. Man, I need to make it to where the browser, I can fit it right here. Right there on my other screen. I can just turn it on and off. That'll be nice. I'll get that at some point to work. One sec, music stopped. We're good. So we got 16 minutes, chat, until your weekly close. I gotta change something real quick. Hold on. No, we're so close to 200 likes too, chat. All right. So close. Streamlabs sucks, man. Oh, YouTube has a new live control room. About time. It was like impossible on their new crap that they're doing, their new system, to even use it as a live streamer. Sweet, saved. Nice. Holy crap. Yeah, could hit 10,800 and then sell off. Sure. Yeah, square up. Could very well happen. It's up there, man. Big square up right here. Major square up right there. Always possible with a 60-minute potential double bottom with the bullish divergence backing it up. Right? Always possible. That'd be your target. 10,860. Crypt LK, I think, says bearish patterns tend to fail on an uptrend. Amen to that. And that is like the that's why it's like, I think it's just more of a symmetrical triangle. It's neutral and can go either way, and you wait for confirmation of a breakout. What's up, Landcap? He's here. So is Miss Gonzalez. She's bearish. So far, we've got 63 votes. Chat, rookie numbers. Really, really rookie numbers. Go vote if you want to. It'd be cool. Whatever. But so far. Oh my god, dude. Ads? I have ad blocker on. What's going on? Yeah, so majority of people right now thinking, yes, the 60-minute bullish divergence will play out. That means higher prices next. And then we could dump. And then 35% of y'all think that, no, it won't play out. It will just from here dump again. All right. Let's see, man. Let's see. Thanks for the 500 people still with us. Really appreciate that. Dude, we could double our likes. This many people watching. Double it, man. We can shift it on back to the futures chart. That is really indecisive right now. Daily. Yeah. Okay. That was showing, you could clearly see a low here, about the same low. You have bullish divergence, I think, from one valley area to the next valley area. Class B bullish divergence, and you're not making higher highs. Despite that divergence, you did break to the upside, but again, the downsloping resistance is just too much right now. This is a supply line. Lots of supply up here, and not enough demand to break the supply line to make us run to higher prices. Because if you ever did break this supply line, there may not be supply until much greater prices. And that is what happens a lot of times. You can just break these like resoundingly. Big green candles. Whew. No, dude. 15-minute bearish divergence. Yeah, it could play out for like 5 minutes and then reverse. So I don't even think that's real. Hiders of Gardens waiting for a 9,500 entry, which would be around the PCZ, I think, of the bullish bat pattern. Potential bullish bat. Wow. That's crazy, dude. So, you know, you're like pretty normal, like being $100 above spot. It's kind of the way it's been. You know, man. All right, so yeah, someone was asking about Switch. I don't know, SWCH, and it's like, yeah, it broke out of that downtrend, and you know, Fibonacci here, it's tough because it's like, I guess we go from where the inception was to the low point, and if that's the case, you've exceeded a 50% retrace. You're in the golden zone still, and the next target's really 1784 for this asset that is in some sort of uptrend that I'm sure we could clearly, you know, chart. I'm sure it would be. See, it's like, I don't think you can do that. No way. Let's do 1 and 2. 1, 2. Yeah, man. Yep. That's it. That's literally it. Beautiful, beautiful uptrend. And guess what happened on the daily? Be careful here. Chat. Somebody tell me what bearish what bearish pattern has developed on Friday? What was it, chat? Tell me now. I will not say any more until you answer. What is that? 2 candlestick pattern. You know it. You should know it. Canatobo probably already knows and is probably already typing as we speak. No, everyone thinks that we're breaking down. That's not a contrarian, Crypt LK man. That's like everyone thinks that. I agree, Will. It's really bearish divergence, not just our running game, but our O-line, our pass rush, or sorry, not a pass rush, but our pass protection. Duke and New Mexico State both were getting pressure on our quarterback. It's not good. And I think that's going to cost us this year at some point. I don't know when. Probably the LSU game. Close, LST. Very close. There you go. Louis got it. Louis is the freaking winner, man. Not Canatomo. Everyone is... Why would you... D... Mondragon, D-Sync, Adam Graham, Moss Drummer, why would you say that this is engulfing? I just want to know your all y'all's thought process on why you consider this to be an engulfing candle. Does it engulf the previous candle? It does not. Look. Did not engulf or cover the entire previous candle at all. So just wondering thought process on that. I didn't bet against Oregon. I bet on Oregon minus 13, and they crushed 77 to like 6. Overkill. Shoot, I won every single bet I placed yesterday. Every single one. It was the Midas Touch Saturday. Call it, all right? The answer was dark cloud cover. Come on, Canatoma. I think you got that right in Jeopardy before. All right, so what's going on, dude? What are y'all doing posting monkeys in chat? What's up, Alex, man? Zadna Pravusky.
Hey boss, keep trooping, man. Thanks for all your live chats. I'm coming back to ask about silver again. What do you see? Actually breakout after years of bearish?
Yeah, for sure, but ran too high too fast, and with the market, you know, like the tumult kind of calming down a little bit, it was due for a pullback. It has 78% retrace from its previous major high. And those are areas where distribution can happen, where people will take profit on large moves to the upside. Yeah, we can look at it. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat, man. Kings. Beautiful uptrend, though. You gotta love it. But dark cloud cover is price action should reverse to the downside. And I'll tell you, it looks like bearish divergence on the daily, too. So on Switch, it seems like there's a higher chance we would break down tomorrow and throughout the week than up. Okay? That's Switch. You were warned. Switch Connect. We got 5 minutes. So what did silver do? Silver, from that previous peak from June of 2016 to the low point, you hit. Look, I thought it might have been done here. You might have sold off here, but nope. We went up one more fib node and then reversed. And that's okay. And it's back inside the channel it was in before. I think just emotionalism, FOMO. Dude, we knew there was FOMO, man. There were people literally talking about buying silver here. And it's like, dude, one is not supposed to be buying, going long at 786 retraces. That is like, even if you think it would go up for a long time, like the name of the game is trying to make money, and even if you buy high in kind of the early stages of a major uptrend, which could be developing, again, you can still crush yourself and be out of the money for months because you bought in too high by FOMOing. All right, as you were buying, as someone was FOMOing in this position, other people were saying, "Huh, all right, time to take some profit, man." And why do we think that silver has a lot of potential to run to the upside for some time? This is why. The weekly. The weekly, man. All right. Silver been getting crushed from April 2011 all the way to when it broke out really of the channel for the first time in August 2017. But even after breaking, it went sideways and dumped once more to sell off to almost match the previous low from December of 2015. But we made a higher low. Slightly higher low, accumulation, and back tested the geometrical trend line that we had broken and double bottomed in the short term, 4-hour daily. You could see it there. So that trade played out, a double bottom there, hit targets, the measure move and all that, and then sold off once more to make another higher low. Are you kidding? More accumulation? And then it just, after gold, it just followed behind the footsteps of gold's. Probably the reason why, right? The macro changed. Gold is like the staple of precious metals. So if gold rallies, then silver might rally after. What did Bitcoin do? Bitcoin rallied. What happened after? The S coins all rallied collectively, all of them, most of them, right? So yes, in time, I do think that silver has very good upside potential, but maybe the positioning, you can probably get in at lower prices. I mean, look what happened on the weekly. How the weekly closed was a shooting star or bearish pin bar reversal. This is a bearish pin bar freaking reversal on high volume. Take heed of it, man. I know your Japanese candlestick patterns. That's text, dude. That is freaking beautiful too. Textbook. All right. So though it could fail, you gotta believe, man. A pullback would be healthy and would be good for other people to reaccumulate. And then this ride could run again. But eventually, you'd like to see silver break $21.19. The measured move of this potential double bottom is $28.60-something. But hey, you know what? This is the exact same analysis I had in April, early April of this year. And there's video evidence of that. Okay, so nothing's changed on silver potential, but maybe not literally right here at this price. So Alex, man, did that help? Let me know. Oh God, no, I was not going against Oregon. Are you kidding? Against who? How would I ever? If I didn't know anything about college football, I would pick at one point Nevada. Nevada is trash, dude. Like, they are bottom feeders of all of FBS. They're terrible, dude. So yeah, no, I picked Auburn and Oregon. Both of them. They kept coming off really emotional games. Thought Oregon would have a nice bounce back game, which they did. And Auburn, all they had to do was win by 7, and they did. It wasn't great. I was definitely not comfortable for a lot of the game, but you know, they took it down, man. 24-6 or whatever. Oh, and how about Tennessee losing? That was the best. That was the highlight of my night. I didn't have money on it, but dude, Tennessee lost in double overtime to BYU after losing to Georgia State last year. There's nothing greater for an Alabama fan alumni to see Tennessee in such program shambles, especially after stealing our defensive coordinator, who is now the head coach, and having Fat Phil Fulmer as the AD, athletic director. It's wonderful. It's like sublime. Jeez. Oh, there it is. Your daily close, weekly close. Local on the lates-ish. Sorry, we're just looking at silver, man. So let's go over to the weekly, man. Here it is. So it's like definitely engulfing. A bullish engulfing candle, you could say. Well, whatever. It could just be indecision. I mean, bullish engulfing candles, you know, you want to see like, hey, look, a big green candle. I mean, there's a lot of selling towards the end, you know, of the week. So is it really that big of a deal? Maybe not. Whew, we've been going hard, man, today. We've been going real hard. Daily is the gateway drug to the weekly. Yeah, dude. Was he, Mitch? Lamar Jackson, old Louisville quarterback, Heisman winner. I remember him. I just don't follow NFL after college. I go all in on college, man. So yeah, man, that was it. Not very... So pretty underwhelming, I guess you could say, right? No big deal. Holy crap. Weather. They'd be fun though. We could do all kinds of stuff like... anyone have any more recommendations on the backgrounds? Right, you see it's the space and stars. I know we talked about underwater, but you know, it has to be a dark background to actually be viable to use as a background. We can make anything we want, man. Thanks, Kenneth, man. To our checkpoint, that's the save point. Chad W, saving, so I can go again later, right? Because it's 80s night, or 80s day. I just forgot about it, and now I was reminded, and I'll do it again. I'll do it tonight. Luta, again, I think that, you know, that argument is extremely subjective, even coming from someone who agrees with you. It's all subjective. Dude, it's all hearts and minds, man. It's like, where were you born and raised? How did your family raise you? It's hearts and minds. I think of my upbringing. I was born and raised in Birmingham, Alabama. I was born, and the doctor was rushing to deliver me so he could make it to the Alabama-Tennessee game. And since I was born, you know, had an Alabama jersey on, right? Went through the dark ages of Alabama in the 90s, early 2000s. It was awful. But then, you know, that's like what I'm talking about. Like, I was not exposed to any pro sports team. Think about if I was born in Atlanta, or if I was born in New York, or Kansas City. Like, there's a very high chance, depending on if my parents were kind of the same as they were in one of those cities, I might be into NFL, right? Ooh, Northern Lights background. It might be too much though, Jason, you know? Oh yeah? On the weekly close, EOS is going. Let's check. Hey, remember it broke out, dude. Remember the bullish engulfing candle? It broke the F out, dude. Where is my stuff? Oh my god, it breaks every effing time. I'm so done with it. I hate that. Of course it's break. Look, dude, yesterday was the bullish engulfing candle. Look, we're getting fall through price action. The bullish divergence was there too. Man, you broke out on the daily. And this was discussed literally yesterday. It wasn't just a breakout. It was like a walkout kind of, and just holding, and eventually got that engulfing. But still, very far away. Look, you were at, from the low point to high point, you had a 78% retrace, didn't you? You did. Okay, you're still not making higher highs than your previous highs at all, are you? No. If this was ever to really recover, I mean, from breaking out of a downtrend like that, you got a long way to go, man. 521 to 654 is the golden zone for EOS. This is where we would probably reverse our price actions to the downside again. Right? Those are your target areas. 521 to 654 on EOS. All right. The rings of Saturn. Again, like it's got to be really dark. I know I'm very limited on it being, something I can actually have the whole stream. Like I could have, the rings of Saturn, but this is going to be too bright. It's going to be too much color going on. It's going to screw with it. You're not going to be able to concentrate, right? What's up, Mr. Caffeine in the house? Well, Danny, you got to switch around your mindset, right? And it's not just buying on the lows, it's buying on the lows for reasons. It's like, oh, we're at critical fib extensions with bullish divergence on multiple time scales, with maybe a pattern thrown in there too, a bullish reversal pattern. Lutza grew up in Ohio, playing in Ohio. Grew up playing in Ohio. Everyone played football, exactly, right? So you might be into the Cleveland Browns or Ohio State. I'd be surprised if you were a Miami of Ohio fan or a just Ohio Bobcat fan, right? The MAC. Just because it's all about culture, right? What has the strongest culture up there? It's like the NFL teams and Ohio State. The strongest culture is down here, Alabama and Auburn. Than everything else. Kentoma, a little late, but we'll take it, all right? He did it, man. Zero, really happy to hear, man, that you're good, dude. From all that, dude, that was insane. Like, that storm was so crazy. I feel so bad for, like, the people in the Bahamas and Freeport. I mean, like, holy crap, it was like 70% of the island was, like, underwater. Or islands were underwater. So anyway, man, the weekly is new. There's a new candle on the weekly after kind of engulfing. We just engulfed. So we're showing our third histogram wick, the negative side. That was projected, right? You knew that was coming, right? So the negative memo is continuing to build, but not on lower prices yet. Holy crap. I don't know, man. I've been live for 2 hours and 6 minutes. So if you have enjoyed this stream, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Much love. Chad, the 80 stream, we'll start it tonight at 11 Eastern. All right, just regularly scheduled time. I know it sucks for people in Europe or not in America or Canada or Mexico or anywhere, in the Americas, but it's just the way it is, man. I don't know, it's been that way since the beginning of time for this community. Like the day stream has always been kind of fragmented, just different times, but the night stream has always been kind of like solid right at 11 Eastern. Now that might change one day, certainly, especially like if socially my life, that is already kind of bullishly diverging. If it ends up breaking out of the upside, yeah, who knows? Like this. Continuation of the divergence. And there you have it, man. So you got to be able to identify this stuff, man. It can really help. But again, you just don't know, man. You got to look. Eventually, you're going to have to break $4.73. That's like step one. Now, this was step one, I guess. Step two, oops. Step one was the geometrical breakout. Step two is the overhead resistance breakout, 475 or so, right up here. Then break that, hold it, back test it maybe if you can, and then run again. But then you're just going to be approaching the common retrace zones. Yeah, 8 Pacific. Exactly, Paradox, man. What's up? Milky Way background, I think that might still be too, like, any white is bad, right? The stars are small enough and they move around enough to where it's not really obstructing the visual of the chart. But anything like that, I see, that's what I'm saying. It's really going to be really limited on it, you know? Mr. Christoph. What about all the Nigerian scammers are going to help? And I don't know if that person you're talking about is real, but whatever. I know, Mr. Wolver. I know, it sucks. We're working on something different, though. All right, so, well, made it, man. Made it to the end of the week for you. And I guess I can just come back tonight for a little bit, 80 style. So, whatever, man. Thanks for the 470 people still here. Thanks for the 265 likes. This is the best community in crypto. I don't care what you tell me. I freaking love y'all. All right. And just thanks so much for the overwhelming support. And thanks for you caring about, working on yourself, investing in yourself. I don't think enough people in this world do that. I think people work their jobs, they get home, and they want to veg out. And that's precious time you have to yourself. And imagine having kids, right? Imagine having a career and then kids and a wife where you have even less time to yourself. And then people spend that time not investing in themselves. They spend that time vegging out, watching Badlands Chugs or something stupid. And that's why it is so precious, because how will you ever ascend in life if you got all that going for you, but you squander your very valuable, very limited free time? All right, so this is your free time, I think, and thank you all for being with me. All right, so I will be back tonight. Thank you for the contributions, the likes, love, support, everything. So until next time, respect the T.
Part of this. 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 Part of this.
I can give you the power to create again. I can make you somebody.
Oh, it's good. Oh, it's good.
I don't know, sir.
Oh, it's good.
Stanbury Pig could be in this area.
My name is JP. I am a robot. I like robots. I have a robot vagina.
Adios, turd nuggets.